Yes, boys, I think I've already covered a few things about showing your personality when talking with people through the DMs, but this time I'm gonna cover exactly what you should be talking about and how you should be speaking to your prospects, because it's a mistake that I keep on seeing constantly. Actually, it's super easy to fix it and it's gonna make your job so much easier because you'll be in a position to literally just be yourself and not act as someone else in the DMs. So today's topic is tone and informality. Tone and informality. So with implementing this, conversations will flow so much better and you'll be happier about replying to prospects. You'll enjoy your job a lot more because you'll have a genuine conversations, and of course, something that you're looking for is that you'll be making more money because of this. You know what, actually? Literally, pause this video right now. I'm being serious. Pause this video and just open your DMs and go to one of your conversations with one of your mates, one of your best friends, I don't know, and just notice how you speak to them. So literally, just pause it and go over there. The people you have a close relationship with, notice the way you speak with them. You're having just a casual talk where you probably say, I don't know, yo bro, then maybe sup mate, lol, omg, literally whatever you can think of. You will use slang, you will use different vocabulary. Generally, you'll just be chill about it, and that's exactly what you would need to use in these business conversations, let's say. Even some slangs, if necessary, that's my advice for you, because you're gonna appear, I don't know, more light-hearted, because it's important that you come across as a genuine person rather than just another salesman. So pretty much what we wanna avoid is just being another salesman. That's never a good thing. That's something you should not be doing by any means, pretty much. You should not be another salesman that's just gonna try and sell something to someone. And that especially goes if you are dealing with ordinary people. I mean, you obviously need to understand your target audience. As I always say, sometimes you'll be dealing with ordinary people and sometimes you'll be dealing with business owners. It depends on what offer you're working for. Like, is it B2B or B2C? But in both situations, you need to basically avoid being formal, especially with ordinary guys like you and me. The way you will find the most success with this is gonna be once you start matching the vibe of the person you're talking to. So this is my number one advice for you in this video: matching their vibe. So what I mean by this, by matching their vibe, is if he uses slang, you use it too. If he's being formal, you be formal too. Just try to match his vibe, because people subconsciously, like other people who are similar to them. Once you start doing this, you will realize how your conversion rate skyrockets. All those accounts with 0 followers and no profile picture that are constantly spamming us, they use a formal approach, and guess what? They all get ignored. Actually, let me find an example that I've used when I was talking about this with my students. I need a moment. Somewhere like there. Yeah. Hey, I just slided into your DMs to let you know what I like, what you're posting on your YouTube channel, and was just wondering blah 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 blah. Literally, who cares? The only reason I opened this message, in fact, is just to screenshot it and use it as an example of what to avoid doing. This one, spammy, salesy message, realistically, no one is going to reply to that. And I know that you get those messages too, and you'll probably ignore them as well. And the same way, if you were to send those kinds of messages, you would get ignored. I can almost guarantee you that. So what we should do is avoid that formal way of texting, especially when you're reaching out, because that's when we want to stand out from all the other guys out there. What you can do is just put yourself in their shoes, and before you send your outreach, your message, just ask yourself, like, would I reply to this message if some stranger sends it to me? If the answer to that question is no, then you know what to do next. Improve the message. And of course, don't get me wrong, we can't be 100% certain until we test the message out. So even if you think it's not perfect, just test it out to make sure if it's gonna get you a good reply rate or it's not gonna be such a good reply rate. And anyways, by sending those messages that are too formal, you're basically making people not trust you from the very beginning. Instead, their first impression of you should be something that's gonna set you a foundation for further talk. So what you should do is be light-hearted, then you should be informal, and then you should be friendly. Actually, no, you should not do that. You must do that. You must tick all of these boxes I mentioned here. Then, this way of talking with people, this way of chatting with people, will lead them to, let's do it like this, will lead them to lowering, no, this is shit, honestly. We're just gonna do it something like this. All of this is just gonna lead them to lowering their defenses. It's gonna lead them to lowering their defenses, and I don't know how can I do this and this. Yes, pretty much they will lower their defenses, as well as they will give you their attention. Give you their attention, which is exactly what you want. You want their attention, and you want for them to lower their defenses, because otherwise, if you not tick all of those boxes, you're not gonna get anything from them. And once again, I can almost guarantee you that. You want their attention, because without their attention, you won't get anywhere, and I can almost go that far to say that you won't even get a reply, because you didn't build any curiosity in them before you actually got that reply, if you know what I mean. Also, a thing that you should be careful about is to, by any means, avoid sending big fat paragraphs like that one I showed you earlier. Instead of that, compress the message and just say something that's actually important and related to this, to the previous convo, or to anything he maybe posted, if you're doing your direct approach, of course. What they will do is they will respect you for not wasting their time. So, without love your page, came across your page, I love what you're doing, or any other bullshit like that. That's of course if you're doing a direct outreach. If you're doing it directly, you'll just send one small paragraph where you will mention all the things that you can provide for him, but still keep it short. And what you could also do is break the message into 2 or 3 shorter messages, which will make your message look a lot more personalized, and it also looks more casual as well. There are so many reasons why you need to do this, and of course, don't just put those big blocks of text even when you're doing an outreach, because it just seems more casual and less copy-pasted when you avoid sending those blocks of text. So I genuinely think that if it looks slightly, even slightly copy-pasted, they will literally run away from you, and your chances of getting the reply are drastically decreasing, let alone booking the call that you want to book ultimately. So yes, super important, boys, super important. And if you're still going, my advice right now, if you're still going to copy and paste messages though, you can make it to not look too obvious. And actually what I can recommend you is going to your Mac or on your phone or laptop, wherever, and create a couple of different shortcuts where you can just type one word or one phrase and it's going to automatically autocorrect the text. So something like this. I don't know if I have this on my Mac, but I do have it on my phone. This is a shortcut that I'm using. Let's try. When I put the phrase cal and space, yes, perfect. When I put the phrase cal, like C-A-L and space, it does it. Look, it's going to automatically print out my calendar link for someone who wants to book a call with me. So also one big thing to mention in this video is understanding your audience. That's what I just thought about, because I can't forget it. People connect with people who can relate to them a lot easier, if you know what I mean. For example, I'm an appointment setting coach and I do appointment setting as well, as you all know. So the people I can easiest connect with are those who are in a position I was in, let's say a year ago. I wanted to make money online but didn't know how and where to start. And what I want to say is that I simply relate to those guys because that's the exact same scenario and the situation I had to go through in order to be where I am right now, where I am today. So literally, I came from Thailand yesterday and I connected with so many great people, and most of those people also are also doing some sort of sales, whether that's appointment setting, closing, anything. And my main point here is that I can relate to them the most because they are in the exact position I want to be one day. Honestly, they are doing far better than me. They are making tens of thousands of dollars every single month, but they can also relate to me because I am in the same position where they were maybe a year or two ago. So that's my main point. We connected because we can relate to each other. By adding your personal experience into conversations with potential prospects, let's say, that will just help you build that connection with people a lot easier. Even if your target audience are business owners and you personally never had your own business. I mean, we're humans after all, and we all can relate to someone on some level. So you should absolutely use that in your favor. So pretty much one more advice from me is just to relate to people. The way you can do that as well is, if you remember at the beginning of this video, is by using the slangs. If he is using a slang, you use it too. If he's being formal, you'll be formal too. And one more thing is to try to put yourself in their shoes. Put it in a way where you show that you completely understand them. So that was just one more super important thing to show. Genuine interest and that you really care about them, their struggles and their goals. All of these things from today's video are just gonna help you convert more leads, and it's gonna make people like you a lot more. And actually, the leads you'll be getting will be of a higher quality as well, because they will literally be happy to work with you and even talk with you. You resonate with them, they resonate with you, and you both can relate on so many levels. Like in that example I told you from Thailand just a moment ago. So yes, pretty much just put all of these things in use, and trust me, you'll see a massive improvement in your skill as well as in your bank account. Thanks for watching, boys. I hope this helps, and keep grinding. See you tomorrow.